5, 4, 3. Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 50 of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. And we've got myself, John, and we have...
Papi Platano.
There he is. And we have...
I am the notorious one. I am Dom. Oh, yeah. Boom.
And we have a very special guest here, returning. We have...
Macho is ready. Savage Eddie.
It's in the name, baby. And we're here to talk about the mega powers, Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Dom, what we've got going on this week?
We were going to talk about the mega powers, how it all started and how it ended up. Guys, do you know how the mega powers formed?
No.
Yes.
Eddie, how they form?
Well, how far do we want to go back? Because I think it really kicks off when Macho wins the title off of DiBiase.
No.
It's a trivia game this week.
No. Strap, do you know?
How the mega powers began. I don't want to give a wrong answer, so I'll just say no.
All right, so October 3rd, 1987, Saturday night's main event, the Macho Man Randy Savage. He was going up for the Intercontinental title against the Honky Tonk Man. Macho Man, he was about to be the guy. He's about to be the next number 2 guy behind Hulk Hogan. And the match was going all right, but it was so much interference from the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy just kept getting in the ring and pulling Macho's leg and distracting the referee and all that stuff like that. Next you know, Macho Man, boop, right to the face. And next you know, the Hart Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret the Hitman Hart came out and they started messing with Macho Man as well. So Miss Elizabeth, she had enough and she ran backstage. And
That's right.
Hulk Hogan comes out,
Oh my God.
looking all confused, and he cleaned out.
So he was just doing drugs.
Actually, I take that back. Macho Man got hit in the head by the Honky Tonk Man with the guitar.
Infamous shot.
Yep. And then Honky, he pushed Liz, and then she ran to the back, and then that's how it happened. That's where it began. And then Hogan cleaned house, and Macho Man, he put his hand out there, and they shook hands.
Yes, that is, even if I didn't watch that exact moment, because I was a child, I wasn't watching wrestling at the time. I was watching Thundercats. Snarf, 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 snarf. But yeah, it's a very infamous moment, and yes, Liz does go to the back and retrieves somebody to help her man, who's doing a face heel turn gimmick, and Hulk Hogan comes out, and it's like, this is the worst freaking acting.
Yes.
Ever. From Mr. Nanny himself. And yeah, just like Dom said,
Standing with muscles.
Liz is bringing Hogan out by the hand. Hogan's like, what am I doing out here? Where am I? What is this?
Who are all these people?
Who are all these people?
On a Saturday, you call me?
You know, and then all of a sudden it's great, corny 80s stuff. And then he finally looks to the ring, then he I do the same thing when I see a Wendy's. And, he gets to the ring, he cleans house, and yeah, Macho Man, someone just threw a big bucket of sweet, sweet glycerin on his body, and he's all shiny and sweaty, and he, he offers the hand first, and they shake hands, and that is the kickoff.
Yeah,
to the Mega Powers.
After later on that show, they had an interview with me and Gene Okerlund, and then they basically said the madness and the mania, they're combined, and they're gonna go
to the stratosphere.
Stratosphere, yeah, and then they don't know, and the mega powers, and they grabbing the hands, and they shaking, and Hulk Hogan shaking his hand, and all that stuff like that. But after that, you had the mega powers.
I mean, it was a pretty...
It was.
The handshake started up here. Like, it was like...
Yeah.
But I have to make a note about Macho Man's outfit. That outfit, during the handshake, one of my all-time favorites.
It was like the yellow and the black.
It was green and black in the center, and he had the tassels on the side. I just... There's nothing Macho Man wore in the ring that I would ever be caught dead in, but in 2K23, I certainly put myself in one of those outfits. He was ahead of his time.
It's all about the tassels, baby.
In every field, he was ahead of his time.
So a few months later, WrestleMania 4 took place, and Macho Man was feuding with the... No, excuse me, I take that back. A few months later, Macho Man is feuding with the $1 Million Man, who had Virgil and Andre in his corner. And next you know, it's 3-on-1. Virgil got kicked out, but he came back, kept interfering and whatnot. So Liz goes running back again, grabs Hulk Hogan. Hogan comes out with a steel chair. He sits there, and he whooped their ass. That's basically it. So this is the second time Liz runs to the back and grab the immortal Hulk Hogan.
So now the infamous ref turn has not happened yet, right?
This is so this takes place at before WrestleMania 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's after WrestleMania 3, Hogan, Andre, and then at
WrestleMania 4.
some major show, Hogan.
I think it was Saturday main event.
It was Saturday's main event.
He drops it to Andre the Giant, and Andre gives it to Ted DiBiase, which is then forfeited, and which creates the impetus for the WrestleMania 4 tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, and Hogan and Andre had to bye in the first round.
Hello.
But when they finally did get a chance to fight, they both got disqualified. So this WrestleMania 4 was Savage's night right here. He had 3 different matches, 3 different costumes, just like Miss Elizabeth. And the main event for WrestleMania 4 was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Macho Man Randy Savage for the championship.
And it's crazy. You could have went either way, and you still would have made money with them guys. Ted DiBiase is a hell of a talker, especially back in the day. I mean, he had the $1 million. Did he have the $1 million belt at the time?
No, he created after he
Okay.
was not successful in getting the World Championship.
Which he talked his way into.
Yeah. But the $1 Million Man is basically Vince McMahon incognito.
Prototype.
Basically, just
Vince
here you go.
McMahon sees himself, a piece of himself in every major superstar that headlined his company. You know, they always said Vince McMahon wanted to be a Shawn Michaels.
So he screwed Bret Hart because he said, fuck him.
I would like to ask Vince McMahon now again about the FTR outfits that he tried to put.
Yeah, I seen the
What part of
skits
you
on
was
that.
in this, man?
What, a chicken suit?
Yeah.
I think that was more Bruce Pritchard. You know, we could talk about WrestleMania 4 in a very different capacity. We're not here to talk about that today, but maybe that'll be in a future episode because WrestleMania 4, I mean, not necessarily the show itself because it wasn't much, but the lead up to it, the potential it had.
Right.
We could talk about that.
Yes.
And one more thing about, I think I said 9 before, which is dumb, but I meant 4, because you know what they're doing, right? This is all about finding somebody for Hogan to go up against.
Yep.
That's why I referenced this before at the start of it. Yeah, you're right. It was with Elizabeth that got it all started. Really, it was her. But like this, now he's got a title, and so whatever happens after this, you know what Hogan is thinking about. Whatever friends or disagreements or agreements they have, you know what Hogan's thinking about now that the strap's.
They needed somebody for the next guy up because Hogan was filming movies or whatever he was doing.
Just going off to film No Holds Barred.
Was he? Really?
Yeah, that's why he left. That's why they needed someone to carry the belt for a
Yeah, so
while.
next guy up.
Gonna have a no holds barred grass match.
So let's go to SummerSlam of '88. You have the Mega Powers going against, was it the Mega Bucks?
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase and Andre.
Was that the first SummerSlam too, right?
I think so.
80 is 88.
Yeah, 88.
Yeah,
is the
yep,
first
yep.
one.
88 was the
Because
first
the second one was like a repeat of the first one. So,
Yeah.
And that was actually their first official tag team match together.
yeah, it took them that long to sew on the letters onto the trunks. Mega Powers. Star.
Didn't Savage was the only one who had the Mega Powers on his ass?
I think they both did. They both look terrible.
That's actually a good question.
I think Savage might have been the only one. I don't think Hogan had it.
I never
Yeah,
remember
'cause
Hogan
Savage
putting
was-
anything on his ass.
I mean, they took the color scheme from him. What
Yeah.
did he have to change at all? And Macho was always using that same block letter on stuff, his shirts and stuff.
Yep,
He
yep.
won the Intercontinental Championship and said, I'm the champ.
Yep.
He definitely had Mega Powers on his trunks. I don't think that Hogan did.
I
don't know.
broke Wahoo's leg.
That's it. But then later on in the year, it was also the Mega Powers versus Ted DiBiase and Zeus.
I think that was the next year. That was
The
after
next-
Macho turned heel and
Oh
lost
yeah,
the
yeah. I
title.
take
Yeah.
that back.
It was Zeus and Macho versus Hogan and Beefcake.
Was it another tag match?
will be a topic on Dark Side of the Ring season 5. Another tag match.
Oh, yeah.
The match made in hell: Ultimate Warrior and Hogan versus Slaughter and General Adnan or something like that.
Didn't I thought Savage and Hogan had another tag match later on after this. Savage and Hogan. They had another tag match. After
They
that?
did that. That's what started it.
Against the Twin Towers.
Okay, so all right, so let's get into the Super Clash.
Pour one out.
Saturday night's main event, just the main event actually. They went against the Twin Towers, who is Akeem
Oh my God.
and the Big Boss Man and their manager Slick, the Doctor of Style.
There it is.
Yeah, baby.
And this show, they show a complete video package of
Yes.
how the Boss Man and Akeem were destroying Savage and Hogan and how they formed the Mega Powers and yeah. So the show kicks off with Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body. And man, Jesse, his outfits was very unique. This man had the green boa with the flamingo shirt and the Star Trek glasses. Like, oh my God.
It was Jesse frickin' Ventura.
It was crazy.
Jesse he just knew how to draw attention to
He was
himself.
something else, yeah.
Yeah, so Mean Gene interviewed Slick with the Boss Man and the Akeem, and
my
they
God.
said, "We are 3 men. They are 2 men. 3 men will always beat 2 men."
Pause.
That's just terrible. That's just terrible. That team is mad random.
It is super
Yeah.
random.
So look, you're looking at the Big Boss Man here, and I don't know how old he is, but he died young, and so you gotta imagine he's incredibly young here, and he's so fat.
Yeah, it was.
The Big Boss Man coming off his run of Big Bubba Rogers, and unrecognizable even with the suit and the sunglasses and the shirt, as Bubba Rogers. But Big Boss Man, God, he's just so big.
Yeah.
That's not like the 80s were big, and he matched that decade to a T. And then there was Akeem, the African Dream, who was the one-man gang.
Should have stayed 1-man gang. I don't
That
know
would
why
have
he
worked
switched up.
better. With,
Yeah.
Yeah,
with,
seriously.
with Big Boss Man.
And the whole thing thinking in like...
But they were basically parroting Dusty Rhodes with
That
the
was-
Yeah.
Akeem. I was just like,
It's a dark time.
You got to give... Akeem is still alive, actually. You got to give him big props for keeping up that
Yeah.
character, because who knew what the hell it was? And he had to keep doing that... The whole time, that whole 3-minute promo, he had to keep. He did not stop one time because I was waiting for him to stop, and he just Dom's doing one, I'm doing the other.
Vince was like, "You get $20 for every one of those." He was like, "You got it."
He would not stop, and and their logo was, of course, an ominous one, looking at our future in a moment, the Twin Towers. But that was the main event. Main event, but in reverse for Saturday night. Actually, it wasn't called Saturday night's main event.
It was just the main event, number 2.
oh, Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know. But all right, so we get a video package about friendship, and they show the Mega Powers. And then after we see Mean Gene Oakland interviews the Mega Powers, and Hogan explaining that the Triangle of Love will be the reason why the Mega Powers will beat the Twin Towers.
Oh my God!
Whoa.
Did they do this promo, or it was just
Seriously.
no? Did they go to Hogan and?
They was all 3 of them together.
You guys watched that promo?
Yeah, I watched it, yeah.
Hogan, why would you say the Triangle of Love
The Triangle of Love.
with
yeah.
Liz?
It's the
and
love
your-
between a sister and a brother. It's the love between brother and brother. It's the love between finally you two, man.
Yep.
And
up,
there's
Terry.
memes, there's Instagram memes. It's like
He's done some good promos, but that was nuts.
if everyone is turning on you, you're the problem, or if everyone's And Hogan like we're talking about the promo he did, or the look he gave earlier when Liz brought him out to ringside. So corny,
Milking it,
so
yeah.
80s,
So hokey.
so hokey baby.
But you know what? I love the 80s, man, because when Real American came out with Macho Man and Hogan and Liz, the crowd went crazy for them guys.
Why wasn't
and
it Macho's theme song?
You would think he's the champ.
Are
Yeah.
you joking? Which I can't remember. I can't remember which event it was. I can't remember which event it was, but where they were co-captains of a team, and Hogan got his own entrance.
Well,
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
Survivor
yeah.
Series.
yeah.
I think it
Macho's
was-
the champion and a co-captain. Hogan gets his own entrance, and then Macho comes out with the rest of the
See,
team.
Yeah.
history repeats itself. This is exactly in this scenario. CM Punk is Macho Man. John Cena is Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. I mean, that's WWF, that's WWE. They have the guy who has the belt, but they really like the other guy.
Yep.
You know,
It's funny you say that. I was thinking before, if like, you know, just because of the time frame we're talking about and like pinnacle of the company, if Hogan is Jordan, Macho is Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You can't argue against his skill at all.
Well,
it's a style difference.
Hold on.
And an ideology difference.
Jordan came after Bird.
that's where I take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
I know it's
not
hard.
exact comparison. I'm just saying like one is like the
it's-
cultural, you know, favorite.
I know what you're saying.
And the other one is just like not as flashy, gives you the fundamentals, but the
man-
fundamentals are so pretty.
Yeah,
and he's so good
Larry,
at them.
Larry would
So
make you look
who's
stupid.
Jordan?
So if Hogan is Jordan, then I'd say that Macho Man is Larry Bird.
You know Macho Man's flashy. Come on now. You got to get it better.
He's Magic.
yeah,
He's
no,
Magic
that's true.
Johnson. He's
That's
Magic
true.
Johnson.
I'm just thinking about in the ring.
I'd
Purely
say
in the ring.
he's Magic.
He. That's what I mean. Yeah, he is super flashy. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Magic Johnson.
Yeah. He makes everybody else look around him look good and,
Yeah,
and
Magic
steals the show.
And he'll live forever.
Ew.
All right, but it was a decent match. Guys are going back and forth. Yo, you know one thing about Randy Savage I always loved? How he would grab the dude and he like run over the top rope or jump over the top rope and like the clothesline. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my God, man. You don't see
Guillotine
that.
him.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore, man.
Well, you
I
hurt
like
your-
his Russian leg sweep.
hurt
It's
your knee
ridiculous. He's
doing
so
that.
good.
I mean, I can't see it now, but there was a period of time I think it was when the Macho Man DVD came out all those years ago.
2012.
And yeah, and I just watch it, and I always like to say or think like, who is the modern day version of this? Who is like the modern day version? Who wrestles like Macho Man today? Like the closest, not you know, obviously not one for one.
Seth.
Jay Lethal.
I would say Seth.
Jay Lethal.
Well, I know Jay Lethal. He's
Lowest
literally
hanging fruit there is.
I honestly thought for some reason I just was watching a bunch of his old matches, you know, early on. I was like, for some reason, I just thought Kofi Kingston.
really.
I can't recall what exactly why, but that's what I remember is that watching Macho Man, I'm like, who wrestled like Macho Man? Because like for example, Tully Blanchard with the slingshot suplex. I was like, someone's got to bring that back. That's a great move. I think someone should bring it back. And you know, people did. So who wrestles like Macho Man? Who would do moves like that and could get away with that? Kofi Kingston could probably get away with the leaping top rope guillotine like that. you know?
Yeah, of course. He
Okay,
gives you the
I can
arrow.
see that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So in some ways.
I thought you meant like the overall picture.
Oh, the closest thing to Mach right now is Seth. I can't even deny that. Our modern day Macho Man is Seth Rollins. The flashiness.
You're right.
Okay.
Moving
The
on.
speeching. That's
God, I
that's-
don't wanna
and I
admit
don't.
that, but you're
and I
right.
hate Seth so
Good.
much.
But
I'm
you're
like,
right. You're right.
I'm like, fucker.
You're right. But that's the time we're talking about. Macho Man is the fucking best. But
Yes.
back then, how many people were like, I don't care, man, Hogan. And they weren't even trying to hear you give praise to Macho because they were like, yo, Hogan.
Yep.
And you're like, all right, man, I'm not going to change your mind.
Sounds like today. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So who's our Hogan of this era?
Well, there's no baby. Well, I don't know. Cody. There's no faces.
It's
Cody is basically Dusty.
If you want to start this argument, go to a WWE fan and say Kenny Omega is the best wrestler in the world. Oh wait, no, hold on.
Yep.
There's this guy. Okay, great. That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
Even though he's a heel, I'd have to say Roman. He's
What a paper champion he is.
exactly.
So many things to measure, though. You know, like pay scale.
not
or
Batista.
How long he's at the championship. Or
Well,
if he's the
that's
champion
what I'm
at
basically.
all.
the only one that could compare to Hulk Hogan would be John Cena.
That's the closest
But
thing.
we're
That's-
just coming out of that era, is all.
But we're talking
But
about this
would-
era.
Yeah, I would
This
think
era?
Cena, too.
There's nobody
There's
there.
no comparison.
Well,
There-
Cena was on the cover of the Game last year, so I guess he's still active, right? I don't know. I can't remember.
No.
There's no comparison. There's nobody as
hard.
big as Hulk Hogan. Pause.
Yeah, Vince Carter's the next Jordan. Okay, right.
All right, let's get back to this match. Things are gonna get a little interesting right now. So Akeem throws Macho Man through the middle ropes, and Liz is out. Oh my God! Oh my God! Hulk Hogan is checking on Liz. Hogan is checking on Macho Man. Liz is knocked out cold. Get this girl some smelling salt. She was out.
Put your butt in her face. Wake her up.
And then Savage gets up. Hey, what are you doing? Liz is still
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Out. Savage is getting beat up. Hogan's crying and bringing Liz to the back to the gurney.
Hey, I didn't like the way he held her though.
She's out. What do you expect? You gotta bring it back.
That hand was a little bit low there, brother. I
Hogan-
don't like that. That's my wife.
Hogan
Doing
says,
that-
"Someone help us! Someone help
handshake
us!"
thing.
Oh Lord.
Someone help us.
The way Hogan was crying, I was wondering if he was crying like
Oh
that for
my
his
God.
divorce.
Okay. So
Wow.
we've seen the highlight packages.
Wow.
We've seen what they've done to put this into something digestible. Okay. And you didn't see, unless you watched this episode of The Main Event, episode 2, you didn't see Hogan crying to the back to the EMT's room the whole time. Oh, oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God,
someone
Liz!
save her.
Oh my God! Somebody save her! Randy didn't mean it, Liz. It was acting. Oh my God! Or
God.
Randy didn't mean it.
Then,
that- oh
Dom,
my
did you
Lord.
like this? Because this seems right up your alley, just based on what you said.
I was cracking up. I was cracking up. I was like, yo, this is some terrible acting right here. I even got my notes. This is some terrible acting. Liz finally wakes up. Hogan runs in slow motion to get back to go help Randy.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, oh my God, this dude taking his sweet ass time to get
Demands
back.
the tag when he
Next
gets
thing you know, Hogan is back, trying to hype Randy up, looking for the hot tag. Akeem comes flying through the ropes for some strange reason. I don't know what the fuck happened. And then he goes for the tag, and Macho just slaps him right in the face. Boss Man capitalized. Savage walks away. Hogan's pleading with Randy. Randy, what happened? It was an accident. And then Randy grabs his title. He's out. And then hulked up, and he's got the win.
What a
Oh my goodness!
I don't know the right word, but what it made Macho Man look like such a chump. He couldn't finish off the Twin Towers on his own. But once Hogan came out, he took care of him easy, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
You would think like if this was booked in modern times, Hogan would have an easy pinfall loss.
Yep.
Easy protect his protect his character face
Or
you know?
DQ finish, or
Yeah.
like a 10 count.
He just fucking won like he always does.
Usually say Hogan
work
must
for me,
pose
brother.
to close the show, but nah. Boss Man and Slick attempt to handcuff Hogan. That backfired. They handcuff each other, and then they both get headbutted, and then Hogan runs to the back. Macho Man! Macho Man! And then Savage is screaming he's number one. And it only can be one World Wrestling Federation champion. And they argue. You got jealous in your eyes. Yeah. And then Randy just feels like he's in the backseat of the Mega Power, saying he's the champ. Saying he's jealous of him being the champ. And Liz, stop, y'all are friends. Those eyes, they got lust in them.
She woke up, huh?
Then Randy clocks him with the belt, whoops on Hogan. Then Randy said, move, I'm gonna splatter you on him just like that. To Liz. I'm like, oh Lord, you better listen to Randy. That man crazy.
Oh man.
Oh man, then Brutus came out of nowhere. What the hell you doing,
Oh
Savage?
yeah.
yeah, I remember that.
This male stripper just entered the locker room.
I mean, out of nowhere, you know he's never that far from Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Oh
Got
my
carried the bag.
right?
And then after this, we see Mean Gene say he's gonna keep us posted on Hulk Hogan. And they had another match during main event number 2. It was Hercules Hernandez going against $1 Million Man Virgil. And they
Handicap match?
didn't care about the match. No, with Virgil. But
Oh.
they didn't care about the match because they kept showing everything going on backstage with Hogan, Savage, and Liz. And yeah, but it was pretty cool knowing that Ted DiBiase bought the contract of Virgil from Bobby Heenan. I didn't know that.
And that's why that was the impetus
I
for
did not know
Hercules
that.
turning face. I don't want to be managed by you, the other evil guy. But I don't know, Hercules Hernandez out there looking like Eugene. I mean, he was a big star in the 80s,
kinda.
much like they all were superstars. And he was trying to get that chain going. He was struggling.
You see Howard Finkel move? Oh man,
It's crazy to think all that happened and that wasn't even the main event of the show.
Well, that's how they did those shows back then because they were taking over for Saturday Night Live. So that gimmick of Saturday Night Main Event is that they put the main event on first and would just dwindle away toward the end of the 90 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's because Dick Eversole wanted it to be like that.
Yeah,
Or their
yeah.
working relationship, so that way it's not like a big.
Well,
Ooh.
it was the same as Saturday Night Live because they put their best sketches early and they leave the rest toward the end because they know people. It's a Saturday night, Sunday morning. You know people are just trailing off, dozing off, getting fucked. So, yeah, can you imagine that doing some love making while Savage, Macho, Randy, what?
Yeah, so
You have lust in your eyes when I look at you. Ooh, yeah.
So after this, we see Hogan sitting with an ice pack. Brutus all of a sudden with a yellow sweatshirt on. And Hogan's talking about jealousy, screaming, Randy, Randy. He walks out. And then Jesse and Vince, they cut a promo. And then we see Hogan backstage, pissed off, looking for Randy. He pushed the Hart Foundation. He pushed the Rockers. It was crazy. So after the show was over, Hogan gets interviewed by Mean Gene. Hogan said he loved Macho Man like a brother. He knew it was an accident taking out Liz. We could have fixed it. Hogan said he didn't want that kind of love like that. He sees how Macho looks at Liz, but he turned on him. He saw the true colors and how jealous he was. That's when he realized Hulkamania was in trouble. He didn't want Elizabeth. He still wants his title back.
Yep.
Macho had it all figured out,
Yep.
like most good heels
Nah,
do.
that's what Hogan said.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hogan, like most good heels do.
So we get Jesse Ventura interviewing Macho Man. Savage says Hogan killed the momentum because he had his lust in the eyes. Hogan doesn't have the character or the guts. You got the guts now because you want the belts. And then Jesse asked Macho Man, will you put the belt on the line? And Savage said, he will think about it. Savage was pissed off, saying Hogan said, all right, so a few weeks later, Savage cut a promo saying he was pissed off. Hogan saying that Liz was his lady in a promo. Hogan countered that, saying that when the Mega Powers formed, he wanted Liz to be his manager, but he twisted the story, and it makes him sick to his stomach. And then Savage also said that during his match against the Conquistadors, which he won,
1 or 2.
Edge and Christian.
it doesn't matter. Hogan got in the ring because of jealousy, and he had to steal Savage's spotlight. Hogan countered that, and he said he was going to watch his back, and he did what he asked me to do. No hot dogging, no showboating. I don't know what hot dogging is.
Showboating.
It's a Winter Olympic.
Yeah.
As she said. And then Savage also said that it was Hogan's idea to use Liz as their secret weapon at SummerSlam. And Hogan said, whatever they did, it was a 50-50 agreement. Basically, they're just going back and forth.
Polka dot bikini.
Yes, they was going back
Wasn't
and
even
forth.
bikini.
They didn't show the whole thing. Savage just showed certain part. They showed Hogan putting his hand on Liz's butt. Hogan said, basically, that Randy's full of shit.
Feels like sandpaper.
Hogan said he didn't have lust. He had envy in his eyes. He wanted to be part of that victory. He wanted to be on Macho's shoulder with Liz celebrating SummerSlam against the Mega Bucks.
I believe I'd like to see that.
Wait. Hogan on Randy's shoulders?
Yeah, Liz on one shoulder, Hogan on the other shoulder.
What in the fuck?
I don't think Andre could do that one.
So they're just going back and forth. Macho Man concocted some video, only showed certain parts.
Right.
And then Hogan showed the actual thing. And yeah, so.
Hogan, the AV expert,
Yeah.
chopping together
I forgot
video.
about that part where they
Listen,
showed each
brother,
other.
this is how it really goes.
Hey, brother, I want you to pause it right here and enhance, if you know what I'm saying.
That's it. So it goes down. It goes down April 2nd,
In the DM.
1989 at Trump Plaza, WrestleMania 5. The Mega Powers explode. But the question of the night was, what corner will Miss Elizabeth be in? Will she be in Hulk Hogan's corner? Or will she be in the Macho Man Randy Savage corner?
I know.
We are going to do a watch along of that WrestleMania 5 match. We're going to be at 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 49 seconds. If you want to go on your Peacock,
Get that dirty
While you
peacock
still
out.
can.
while you still can, before it goes on Netflix.
So we're joining Macho Man's entrance in progress as he's in the ring posing on turnbuckle number 1. And there you go. The answer is solved. Elizabeth is right there.
You know, honestly, I hope they do go to fucking Netflix. The search on that would be a lot better.
I don't know. Maybe just Raw that's gonna be on Netflix, or
Does
it's
anyone
gonna
else's
be everything.
Netflix, like,
It's just Raw.
freeze while you're searching through it? Is that just ours?
As I understand it, I mean, yeah, kind of like Raw is only on USA Network now. You know,
It's just Raw.
Raw is going to be on Netflix, and everything else stays on Peacock.
So that'll be the only live event that they have for the first time, or will it be recorded and then?
Nah,
Well,
it's gonna be live.
So it'll still be on Monday night.
You know how like Max got the NBA deal going on now? You can watch NBA games on Max Live.
Wait, what?
You know that?
No, I don't got Max Live.
What if he came out with the Mega Powers trunks?
That'd be something. Oh, he ain't got nothing on his ass.
Thanks for looking. 2 for sniffing. I like.
Hey, Hogan's being followed by all these brothers coming down Trump Plaza.
Listen, brother.
Make sure none of these other. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Pour me a shot, please.
What's your W-2? Okay.
This,
Okay, you
this
can ding.
obnoxious blowhard comes down the steps, and all these people around him put these shirts on, and we're paid to cheer for him.
All brothers and one white dude.
Got Bruce Pritchard.
You.
Stink.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We should go back there.
Hogan ripping off the shirt.
I mean, it was already half ripped there anyway, so.
Nipple mania.
Speaking of nipple mania, how come we can't see nipples?
Don John.
I've been watching so much TNA lately. PCO keep pulling up his shit. He got the Andre tank top going on now.
Don John. Can I get some San Francisco?
San Francisco treat.
Si, senor.
Hogan waving to all the guys. Hi.
Macho Man with the orange and lime green robe.
I'm not gonna lie, those are dope.
That's fire.
inevitable. Like Thanos, yeah.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of that belt, but that belt goes perfectly for Macho Man, Bret Hart, and Hulk
Controversy.
Hogan.
You really don't like the wing deal?
Nah, you know I'm a big
don't
gold
like-
guy. I'm a big gold guy. That belt, it's a nice belt on certain guys.
He's an NWA guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. It's just hard for me to compare. I compare all the WWE ones among themselves. Like, I would compare that to the spinner, but I can't compare it to Big Gold.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, you can.
How would you compare that to the spinner?
Because they're both in WWE. Is all
I
I'm
agree.
saying.
It's
The Big Gold didn't originate in WWE. That's why.
Nah, all right,
that's
but
why I
you
don't think of it.
compare it to the big Eagle joint. That's nice. The undisputed title. That's pretty nice too.
That one's actually pretty good.
it's just what people associate with. People associate this with, you know, the 80s, the golden era of the WWF. So that's why they like it.
And it's you can, I mean, like, if you can picture Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart wearing a belt, but also The Rock and like HBK, it's
would-
that transition belt.
The Rock didn't have that belt though.
I would love to have seen Rock with that belt.
Oh, which one are we looking at?
We're looking at the Wing
This one,
Eagle, not
the
the Globe Dome.
No, I mean, the Attitude Era belt was reminiscent of the Winged
Okay,
Eagle
yeah, I was
belt.
thinking of the Attitude Era belt. That's why I'm not nicknamed Strap Facts.
No, it's like, you know,
I don't have all the facts about all the straps.
I mean, I've got some replicas here, and when I look at that, you know, I got the. You know,
Hey,
what?
you see that guy in the front row?
No,
He's a future Hall of Famer,
Future Hall of Famer,
Tony Gurria.
is that Tony Gurria?
former president of the
With Pat
United
Patterson.
States.
Donald?
Donald Trump's in the front row.
Wait, is he?
Is it
Yeah,
really?
you don't see that red tie?
Oh my gosh, he is.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, I
You
didn't
didn't know that?
No.
I never saw him there. Yeah,
There's
I
a lot of
didn't even
cussing when
realize
you
that.
hear Trump's name.
God damn!
And this won't be this won't be the last show he goes to either.
You know what he's saying?
Who, Trump?
I'm gonna grab Liz's pussy.
And she's gonna let me because she's a celebrity. All right, moving along.
You want
Moving
that?
on.
You want that room comp? Oh, we're getting canceled tonight.
I bet Macho Man really wanted those tights to be nude colored.
You would like that.
Trump would like that.
No, he likes orange.
He'd like it in a little hotel room above the Russian lady.
Ooh,
Golden Schlager for everybody. You still make that?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, with the gold flakes. No one cares about gold flakes eating it anymore. It's only a thing in the mid 2000s.
What is that whole thing with the gold flakes bullshit?
Gold, yeah, gold, edible gold.
Yes.
And when it first came out, I was like,
You
oh
can
my
wrap
god.
a steak in gold, or you can put gold flakes in a beverage.
I'll just put some gold glitter as long as it's edible for my wife. Call me the
Honey,
golden-
that's fish food.
Yeah.
I don't even know a fish food brand to make fun of it.
I don't either.
How about dog food? Iams, pedigree, elbow drop, people's elbow. More wrestling moves and dog food names.
All right, back in the match. Savage is outside, running away from Hogan.
It's the fastest Hogan's ever ran.
You're gonna stretch it out. Oh, what a heel!
Oh, he's gonna stretch it out.
What
Later.
a heel!
See that?
Hogan talking to the press. Hey,
You'll get my vote later.
You will.
WrestleMania 5.
look at that hair. Come on, Hogan.
I know these two. These two really had a rough go at it, man.
Slow start to the match right
Actually,
now.
if you look at Hogan now, I think John Cena is the new Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, some
Look at that.
fundamentals.
Look at Hogan wrestle. Cena can do that.
Some fundamentals.
Doing that KJ Muto stuff.
Yeah, when they said he could not wrestle, he went to
That
New
catch is
Japan.
catch can wrestling king.
He went to New Japan and said, "Here, I'm the real world champ."
I know those videos are fun to watch though, where Hogan is actually working.
It makes you realize, like, oh shit, this guy actually can go if he needed to, but
You can't really hate on him though.
nah.
He understands that you got to stretch this out. He never did more than he had to. That's how you're supposed to do. Like
And that's
like
how
Kevin
you-
Nash is the same way. Like
Yeah.
they all get it. They get it.
They workers.
Yeah.
They know, like, if you can get by with the bare minimum and
But
still
that
get over,
size allows you to kind of saunter
Man was
around.
6'7".
Take a little more time with it. The other thing you can't blame him for is milking that crowd.
oh, you have to.
Yeah, you know what he's doing.
The best pro wrestlers or the best sports entertainers, they're a few notches below Hulk Hogan with the work in the crowd, and they're still really, really good.
Yeah.
He really laid it on.
Well, the way the crowds are now, it's not like it's all like casual. It's more hardcore
Like,
coming
he's still
in.
selling a kick to the gut. Look, oh man,
That's how you do it.
yeah.
I wonder if there's calling in the ring.
I think Randy back in the day used to call it backstage, so you all wrote down. But
Yeah, Randy
when-
had some opinions, and with Liz factored in,
yeah,
he had some notes before the match.
but I'm pretty sure Hogan was like, all right, well, we'll go with you, and then if we feel something in the crowd, we'll go with that too.
You know, the heel always
Another
calls
mark of
it.
a good worker.
Yeah.
Laying it on. Trying to wear the giant down
You know why Hogan wears those colors, right?
because he loves condiments.
Yes,
He wanted to be called the Condiment King.
that too. Now, as a tribute to Macho's dad.
What?
Macho's dad wore those colors,
Green, yellow and green. Or
yellow and red. Yeah,
Macho's dad.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
Where'd you get that fact from?
I heard it from Bruce,
Wow.
and I think even Hulk admitted it
Wow. That's
as a
great.
because he really liked Macho's dad. So
What's your favorite Macho Man's dad match?
I don't know.
I wonder what Hulk Hogan's favorite Macho Man's dad match is.
I don't know. That was Angelo Poffo, right?
Angelo Poffo.
Yep.
Only thing I remember of Angelo Poffo is when he got beat up. What was it, by the Dungeon of Doom or some shit like that?
Yep.
That's the only thing I remember.
The only thing I remember about Angelo Poffo is his son Randy. I'm
And
not very familiar with.
and Dom remembers his other brother,
Dad.
Lanny?
Lanny.
Everybody know Lanny.
Everybody
Yeah.
does. He showed him the trick.
I don't know what trick you talking about.
We all know the trick.
That's why he's a genius.
Not a genius for that one. You ain't getting laid with that. Well, he was laid to rest though.
Probably in that same position too.
What a way to go. No, really. He was laid to rest. Bombs away.
Oh.
Hogan with a
was
big
horrible.
forearm, an elbow, another elbow.
Come on, give me 3 in a row, JBL. No.
See,
Hogan rake him in the eye.
yo,
with his
Hogan
boots.
was always the fucking biggest heel as a babyface. Come on, rake the back.
The back rake.
Oh
yep.
yeah. Oh my
It's
god.
coming.
So I watched his
Oh.
him winning the title when Hogan Mania started last night.
All right. He just started bleeding right there, but before that, he was, ahead of the action.
Ooh, Hogan was hard weight. Pause.
I don't know. Like, okay, we're not gonna rewind it, but he got booted. He bent over. He got booted in the face, and that's when he started bleeding.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Must have been one of the laces. Yeah, I couldn't have figured out. Damn, where could you have gotten that?
It wasn't supposed to happen.
There's the entire Pentagon at ringside.
On the Proud Boys. I was just curious, how do you guys feel about the difference between wrestling boots and like the Usos who wrestle in Uptowns?
Everybody wrestling sneakers now.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not either. I'm really not. And I wonder if the old school workers, like the boys, are like these two. Don't want to
Shoot,
be
the
kicked in the
sneakers
face
pro-
with a basketball sneaker.
Sneakers probably cheaper to wrestle in. They probably can't. Well, they probably could afford a pair of boots, but I don't know.
I mean, but that's the uniform, and they need the knee pads. They need the elbow pads to protect themselves, but also their opponents. You can't be throwing elbows around with,
I mean,
with
listen.
no pads if you don't take care. Knees too. It's hard to
Shoot.
control your knees.
Shoe technology did not exist at this time.
No.
I believe we learned that in the Michael Jordan The Last Dance. Was it The Last Dance?
Yes.
Documentary series. And where he's going with he ended up at Nike. He didn't want Nike. He wanted Adidas.
Yep.
Yep.
But Adidas just didn't have the the background, the
But
what do you call
Nike
it?
invented
The
air
money.
technology and
Yeah.
saw an opportunity.
So with with technology, because like those one pair of shoes like killed Jordan's feet, they didn't have the foot technology then.
I think the
But you know who
My
did?
coccyx.
You know who is a master of foot technology is our Twitch homie Randy, who said this is electric.
we also know who's also fantastic with the feet. Tony Atlas. White women only.
Yeah, it's Tony Atlas.
Was it? What about Snitsky?
Wait,
It wasn't my fault.
was he?
Wasn't Snitsky about somebody's feet? He was, right?
yeah.
There was a moment there where Snitsky was all about somebody's feet, I think.
Those leaders.
What about Kane? No, those are dead people's feet.
Ooh,
It's kind of like
I can feel the callus on.
Dom is great, says Randy.
Thank you, sir.
Is that Orin? How's the wife?
It's a different legend killer.
Oh,
Same question applies, Randy. How is the wife?
Orton?
Randy,
Tell him I want my money.
still hear voices?
Oh yeah.
Are they telling you to give me my money?
Yeah. I'm about to get that right now. Repossession.
I heard a
ASAP.
rumor that Randy Orton owes a fan some money.
Oh, jeez. No, I don't want to get canceled.
Already happened.
Uh-oh.
We see the aggressive
Savage just slapped
aggressive
Hogan in the
Savage
face.
coming out, bragging, slapping.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You step in my hand, it'll hurt. You slap my face. I'm Hulk up.
Slap him in the face.
Turn around, Randy. Turn around. Ah! And another one. And another one.
Selling an arm.
Oh, that arm.
Never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Selling
Yep.
an arm.
Macho Man's wearing him down.
I mean, this WrestleMania 5 was one of the 5 VHSs available at Flash Video across the street that I could rent. Oh my God!
Ooh.
Savage just got thrown over
This
the top
video is
rope.
sponsored by Flash Video.
I rented. That's all they had. WrestleMania 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's all they had. That's
all you needed.
I rented those all the time. So I got so familiar watching these matches over again. And as a kid, I mean, we watched
Loved
wrestling
it.
a lot, over
Loved
and over
it.
again.
Yeah, we did.
You don't do it now because you don't have time. There's so much content out there.
I want to be an adult. No, I know.
The first WrestleMania that was outdoor, or the first Royal Rumble that was outdoors.
Yeah.
I remember my mom had the box, right? But it was only in her bedroom. My friend slept over so we could watch it. So she recorded it for us, but she didn't want us in her room. So she recorded the whole Royal Rumble for us, and then brought us the VHS. We started watching the Royal Rumble when everyone else finished watching. We stayed up so late that night. Yeah, yeah.
You ain't gotta worry about no social media, so that's fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. There was
Yeah.
no chance we were gonna know what happened before we watched that whole VHS in its entirety.
Oh, nowadays you'll get a phone call from Abel. Hey Ray, did you catch what happened to Undertaker?
I can't open YouTube.
Would your mom record over on VHS?
Yeah. Well, she was because she had the box. She was always recording movies and keeping them so we could watch. So she had a ton of that stuff.
She had the rewinds.
I gotta reuse that tape
Oh, now
from
Elizabeth,
Fujifilm
Elizabeth tending to the needs of the Hulkster.
Hey,
where no one can see it.
did you just give her a good rub? Oh, all right there.
I think she put her hand on his butt.
It looked like it.
Right in the armpits.
And the Macho Man is furious.
Get up, Hulk.
Remember when you grabbed my butt? Here you go.
You go over there. I'm tired of you touching him.
See?
I'm about to.
I'm just trying to help.
Look at that mullet. Randy, oh, my back. This dude, you touch her too.
Speaking of surprise, Royal Rumble entrance, perhaps Hulk Hogan. Does he return? Did he return? Oh my God!
Does he?
Randy is shoving Liz in the face. And Dave Hebner, get in the ring.
Was that Dave or was that Earl?
Dave's a little bigger than Earl.
There's Pat Patterson, Hall of Famer Pat Patterson.
Wow, Randy just clocked him in the back of the head with a boot.
Randy not holding back.
This match could be someone's favorite Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage match. To answer Randy's Twitch question,
Let's say Hogan's first 5 WrestleMania opponents all passed away.
Yep.
Hogan killed him,
Conspiracy? I think so.
R.I.P. Cool Ray.
and he wrestled Benoit once.
Oh, sorry.
Who?
Did he?
Ooh. Yeah, he was in a 6-man tag action on Nitro.
Oh, my God.
99.
Hogan. Jesus.
Oh,
Hulk Hogan.
That's good selling right there. Man.
Yeah,
Hogan's
Hulk
the
Hogan.
man.
sounds like Jason
Suffered
Voorhees.
a neck injury from that blow to the back from Randy Macho Man.
Oh, here we go.
Savage.
The move I like.
Oh!
Down pop for that one.
I did. I like that shit.
The Hogan.
Yeah. Ooh, I would
Hulk
love
Hogan
to see
goes
that
down.
move brought back.
For real. Seth, come on, bring it out.
Nah,
Yeah,
that
busted.
knee's going to blow out again.
All right, Randy
Yeah,
kissing.
chill.
Here
Dominic.
we go.
Give it to Dominic.
Oh, I gave him the Kevin Nash.
Mysterio? That'd be dope.
Dominic, right? To
Yeah.
do that over the.
Hey, you
He's
want
got, he's got a lot of miles left
Look
on him.
at Randy. Randy is working on the throat. Pause. He took that elbow and boom, right to the gullets. That's how you do it, man. You focus
Yeah.
on one body
You,
part.
yeah, you pick that
That's
body
how you
part.
do it.
And this goes back to that fundamentals. He's both. He's fundamental in the
Look
ring.
at, he took the knee.
Does what works. He's flashy outside the ring.
And he's fun and demental. There's this clip of The Rock as Rocky Maivia, Intercontinental Champion, wrestling Bret the Hitman Hart. And
I really don't remember that.
it was just a clip.
Oh, he's getting choked out. There we go, by the ring tape.
It was just a clip, and that's what Rocky Maivia was doing. He was working Bret Hart's arm, and it's kind of like, Bret was just guiding him along because he was new. It's like, just work the arm, and I'll do a good job selling for you. It was teacher and student right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always gave praise to Brett back in the days from when he was around.
You know who he didn't give praise to?
Shawn Michaels.
Someone else.
Shawn
Goldberg.
Well, Brett didn't give him praise.
No,
of the Rock,
Goldberg
'cause
is just unsafe.
You know.
You know,
He's still, that's crazy. He's still, to this day.
Brett, can you sign the autograph? Yeah, sure. Goldberg sucks.
That's real, right? He did that before.
Did he?
Is
He
that
might
why
have. I
not?
think he did.
I think that's a thing.
I-
Or perhaps somebody asked him to do it. And
Hey,
was
he's
like,
done.
No
Oh, he
problem.
got choked out.
Hogan's out.
Oh, is this it?
Oh,
Is
this
this
one-
it?
Here comes the 3 elbow drops.
Yo, this halfway across the ring.
He had,
Rob Van
he had the
Dam.
distance.
He's got skills.
Boom, the flying
Damn.
elbow.
Literal perfection.
So the Devon.
1, 2. Uh-oh.
This is a false one. It's false.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, maybe it is.
I farted.
I'm
It
staring
stinks.
into the eyes of every single fan sitting in the nosebleed
Yo,
section.
he's like, his face is like black and blue. Like he really got choked out.
But that's,
Hogan always looks like he's about to blow an artery.
yeah.
Always. Look at this guy.
Hulk up, Hulk up, Hulk up, Hulk up, Hulk up, Hulk up.
Oh, man.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
shake
get you. No.
One, two, three. Irish whip.
Big boot.
Man, am I too used
Leg
to
drop.
modern
Leg
wrestling
drop.
style? Because this is it, right?
One, two,
two,
three.
three.
Hogan is your champ. 3-time champ.
Hogan's five moves of doom.
That
I'm
is
so used to modern wrestling.
so
I'm like, that
crazy.
can't be it.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't anybody want to do a power bomb just
Once?
just
Through
for just once?
Just through the table and then not get disqualified.
yeah, just through like a table, one
Oh,
table.
Sorry, AEW.
The place is going nuts. Hogan's sweating. Dave Hebner's sweating.
It's like, I hate this belt.
Trump is standing up clapping.
A lot of corporate guys there. Jeez.
Randy's choking himself out.
At home. Look at that set design.
No, you're done. You're done. You lost.
And that is it for the Mega Powers.
In the WWF.
The Mega Maniacs. What was the name in WCW?
Oh, they have the same
no,
name.
The same.
No, they were Mega Powers in WCW.
No, they were.
Mega Maniacs, I want to say.
No, the Mega Maniacs were Mach and Warrior,
Macho Warrior, yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
and that would happen. I think.
Well, the Mega Maniacs were him and Big Brother Brutai. And I think the Ultimate Maniacs were Macho.
Oh,
and
Ultimate
Warrior.
Oh,
Maniacs,
Ultimate Maniacs.
They're
Okay.
They're still the Mega Powers in
Well,
WCW.
that's why you are Stratfax, and we're just here watching.
I'm a little slow on the Rumble winners, but
We're just ticket holders.
Yeah.
we're just that's our fan nation, the ticket holders. Hogan said he had a little problem with his hips.
I take that back. They were the Monster Maniacs
Oh my gosh.
in WCW
That's horrible.
Who booked that shit? Oh wait,
for
yeah.
legal reasons.
Well, we know that, but why did they choose Monster? That's them. They definitely chose
Well, he
that.
needed a monster factory, so he had to destroy them all.
They definitely thought of that themselves.
As I Google it, also.
Hogan can't believe he won.
I really love that belt, man. I might,
It looked good on Hogan.
Yeah, I'm taking a second look at it.
I might have to get that one day. Too bad it doesn't do side plates.
They should just bring that. They should just let Cody wear that one.
If they said he can choose whatever belt he wants, when
Yeah,
he's champion.
man. Yeah, he's
gotta win it
got
first.
to get. He's going to pick the one that his dad would have wrestled for if he got a chance to wrestle for.
Abel should get a new
it
title
that
belt
one?
every week.
Isn't it that one?
Randy.
I could do that if I wanted to for now.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he did have it. Okay.
Oh, all right. I really don't remember him putting anything on his fucking trunks.
It's okay to say you looked at his butt. I mean, we all do it.
We all do it.
We all do it.
Hogan must pose.
No, I loved it.
So the feud continue later on this year, like I mentioned earlier, and all y'all Friday fans, Debo showed up, also known as Zeus, Z Gangsta in WCW. That a tag team match.
Mega Power, yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, it was a good time.
The gangster. I mean, when I got back into wrestling, to my current fandom, it was around the time, it was, early 96, late 95, and that's when the Mega Powers came back in WCW. Clash of the Champions, January 96. I tried to watch that show on Peacock, and it errored out for some reason. But I did try to watch it because I'm like, I love that show. The Horsemen were big and strong. The Giant was still new in the Dungeon of Doom. Oh, it's a great time.
Was that 95 or 96? Because 96 when Hogan did the biggest heel turn in all
We
wrestling.
did that in the July, and so all this was like around the winter of 95, 96. One of my first memories is Raw, is they had the Raw Bowl, won by the Smoking Guns.
It's crazy that Randy losing the belt was only to Hogan and fucking Ric Flair.
Yeah, scrap fact.
You know, Randy Savage never pinned Hulk Hogan.
No.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, he's never lost. He's never beat him.
Never.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a small group of people who
He beat him to death, though.
Psych.
sorry.
Is that Haku?
Look like him, brother.
Shit, I ain't fucking with Haku. Bless you.
What's up? What's up, dog?
Many things.
Give me a break.
Well, this is the Mega Powers. They exploded, guys. What do you think about Hogan and Savage rivalry right here?
Well,
I mean, it was good for the time. I mean, comparing to what it is now, when you have more TV time and more opportunities to develop the story,
yeah.
it was good for the time. You probably could have gotten more depth with like a Raw or SmackDown being added into it, but I can't even deny it was great for what it was.
I feel like they could have stretched it out longer, but I think because of the two personalities that were involved in it, I mean, people were wanting to see it right away. But for me, I think I'd have to use a more modern example to point out why I like this storyline so much, and that's RKO and Edge.
Ooh, yes.
So when when Edge came back, right, at the Royal Rumble, and everybody lost their mind, I was praying. Right away, the first thing I thought was, ride this out. You know he doesn't want to do too much, right? So the best thing they could have did is have him bump into RKO. They do the face-to-face. People think they're going to fight, and then they give a pound. Everything's cool. They have their tag team. People are so happy to see Edge back. He's in a babyface tag team just so RKO can turn on him, and then you get your WrestleMania match.
Yep.
That's what I wanted. But the point I'm making is, because of this rivalry, and this isn't the first time they've split up a tag team to have a one-on-one, but this is definitely the most prominent, and it's one of those wrestling tropes that will always work. Put two people together, people love it, and then when you're tired of it or when you're ready to advance the story, make them fight, and it always is believable.
Yep.
You said it. When you're tired of her, Miss Elizabeth, they're tired of you. It's your fault. You ran to the back twice, then grabbed the immortal Hulk Hogan. My man was sitting back there chilling. Next, you know, your man's getting beat up. You needed help. It's all your fault. You broke them up.
She's the Yoko and not the Zuna.
Very good.
I mean, did you guys say like this feud was shortchanged in some way?
No. It could have. They could have dragged it out.
Yeah.
If
Oh, they
wanted
could have
to.
dragged it out.
Yeah.
It's the most notorious storyline, year long storyline in history. They claim like, oh, we'll never ever have over a year long storyline like this again. And if you want to consider The Rock potentially wrestling at WrestleMania the last 4 years, that's the longest storyline in wrestling. But
you got to think, they didn't have the shows like that, though. They didn't have the Raw, the SmackDown. They had main event every couple months, and then you have prime time, which would be every week, but it's taped, so it might be like 3 weeks out.
So that's why
that.
people didn't think they could replicate a year-long storyline like that, but they have actually now with as much as you can, or as much as I can, knock down Roman Reigns for being a paper champion. The fact that they're having him keep the belt and letting him have months without title defenses and things like that, just to create a new record. A meaningless record, but no one's gonna check the facts.
Nope.
Unless
Is it meaningless?
there's a strap facts in the future.
Is it meaningless? Because if he does break the next record, which will be in September, he will be passing Hulk Hogan.
Right. I mean, you'll pass. Yeah. I mean,
So
meaningless.
you're telling me Cody will never finish the book?
Yeah, for real. But there's another thing happening too, though, that you have to point out with Roman, which is while they do this just for the sake of building a record or making him break the record, it does literally build a lot of heat along the way.
Yeah.
Genuine heat. People are really mad that they never get to see him wrestle. He's paper champion, all that stuff. So it's doing something quite functional, even though it is really annoying. Like that's part of it.
But when he comes out, when he's advertised, you're sitting there, you're watching, you're on YouTube, you watching.
It's like the whole story. Do you want to see the guy chasing the title, or you want to see the guy who beats him and makes him lose the
And
title?
whoever does beat him, they're gonna be a made man.
Infinite time. You can't even deny that.
They're just waiting to sign Dustin so that
Oh my
he
god.
can come over.
Yeah, so hit him with a Canadian destroyer.
Oh god.
Oof.
So I don't know.
Dustin finishes Cody's story like, damn it,
Yo!
I've been here 2 years. You signed my brother, you give it to him.
What if Damian Priest cashes in right when Cody's about to win it, and then all of a sudden he's like,
Cody
yeah.
wins it, and then Damian cashes it. That's a Seth Rollins cash in right there.
And then he fights him next month for title, and then Cody gets his moment.
That's great.
No.
The story will be finished. Just next chapter.
Damian can just be like, yeah, you finish your story. Now the start of mine begins. And just walk off. Just
Hell, the way Truth's throwing all that money out, the story might be finished soon. Never know.
that, I'm sorry. R-Truth is a national treasure. He needs to go in the hall.
Agree.
Whenever he's done, automatic Hall of Fame. Like, here you go, buddy.
he's
Just
going
walk in.
regardless.
Like, you have entertainment is up there.
Why wait? They should actually have him host every Hall of Fame ceremony.
I
From now
think
until
so.
He's dead.
He is hilarious. Oh my! He talk about show stealer. He's the show stealer.
Yeah, he is.
Could R-Truth take over the Jerry the King Lawler role as MC of everything?
Yes.
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
Him
see
and
why
Lil
not
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Ready for that?
Yeah, good replacement.
Man.
Yeah. Shout out to our brethren on the House of Kayfabe, All Marks Pod. I was listening to you guys the other day speaking about R-Truth, and you're right. That dude needs to go in the hall ASAP. So, shout out to you guys, bro.
I'll take Batista first.
Oh, he'll be the headliner. My bad, dog.
Oh yeah, Batista's not here yet.
R-Truth comes out last, like, oh, not my year. My bad, dog.
It would do.
The truth shall set you free.
Oh man, you think he'd be mad?
No one's gonna be mad. No one's gonna be mad.
All right. Any final thoughts? Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Anything else you want to say about Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth, or the immortal Hulk Hogan?
Well, the real life story is so sad. Just hearing how he passed away and how Hogan had the whole the heart checkup like a week before, and he was gonna tell Randy like, "Yo, you might want to get your heart checked from this doc."
if that really happened,
I know he's
Is that a Hulk Hogan story?
That's what Hulk's-
I
yeah.
almost broke my back lifting up Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, man.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if he's gonna do business or not.
No,
supposedly like a month or so, or maybe even a week or two before.
No,
Hulk-
enough
his-
time has passed. Now Hogan's like, after I beat him and took the championship from that WrestleMania, 2 days later he died. Must have been that leg drop.
Well, that leg drop he gave him in Bash at the Beach was the best leg drop of all time.
It comes from that era where they never fact checked anything, so they just believe because he's charismatic. They believe whatever he says. Isn't that right, Trump? Hogan.
Well, he's wearing red, so
There you go.
The Mega Power
red and yellow.
explode. I mean, what can be said that hasn't already been said by everyone who's been a wrestling fan? It was a great WrestleMania matchup. It was a great main event. It made boku bucks at the box office, and like I said, it was something I rented on VHS too many times, and that helped build the basis of the wrestling fandom knowledge and information I share today.
Yes, guys, thank you. You guys voted for this on the Facebook page and the Twitter. The X. Y'all did that. But it was also a tie. It's also
Oh, what was the other one?
In Your House Final Four or Fatal Four, Final Four.
Final Four.
That's going to be later on in February. But next week, it's going to be the 1 year anniversary of the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
how is it?
1 year.
Is it really 1 year?
Yes.
Because there's only 51 weeks in a year, baby.
I know. Well, we missed a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the dates when we first recorded.
Yes.
All that hell we went through.
Still going through.
Yeah.
Still going through, but it's getting better. And yeah.
Oh, we received the compliments for sure. The audio quality has gotten better. Please, if you want to get wasted and get high and go watch episode 1, the pilot of this show, you're gonna have a gay old time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but have a due time.
Yeah, so next week we're gonna relive the
First episode.
first episode.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
some older episodes, talk about some moments we're gonna have.
Wait, pal, we're really gonna do this?
Damn right.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have the producer of the original episode, Booby, on the show. Cool Ray will be in attendance.
Hey.
Oh, he's alive still? Oh, sorry.
And the show's topic for the week is going to be the St. Valentine's Day Massacre that Platino over here, he chose. Everybody remember that? It's going to be the debut of the Big Show, Paul White. And we're going to follow up the Royal Rumble 1999. With Stone Cold and Vince McMahon in a steel cage.
With the number one contendership on the line to go to WrestleMania number 15.
Yes, it's going to be a big episode. It's going to be a fun episode. It's going to be wild. It's going to be some drinks.
Are there?
Might be some cigars. You never know. John might even sing a song. You never know.
I am a real American.
And that's all you get.
I got no cash and I am broke.
He's gonna sing that.
About to lose my job and my home. We are Americans. We're fucked all day.
On that note.
On that note, we will see you next week for the 1 year anniversary.